Happy Thursday!
Hi, she's Chrissy.
And she's Sissy.
And we're
Chrissy and Sissy.
As y'all always know, I usually introduce the video and what we're talking about or say hello. But I have no clue as to what's going on. Okay? I really don't. But wait, before we get started, happy birthday, Chrissy!
Yay!
So
Thank you.
When you guys are watching this video, actually her birthday was yesterday, but we're recording it today, which today is her birthday, and we have tell them why we got on aprons and we're hot.
We're hot.
Hebrew slaves.
It's hot. As you all know, we've been talking about we were supposed to be out of here, we were supposed to be gone, but Corona came and we're here. So I kind of did I did a Zoom. I did a baking with Mrs. Christina today with some of my children that normally celebrate my birthday with me. And Sissy should post like a little clip of it.
Yeah, I'll probably post it like right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you want in the bottom left hand corner?
Wherever. She's gonna post it somewhere.
And
show like a little clip of that. And so that's what I did for my birthday. Since I couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, trip was off. But today, to this sister talk thing, the other day, me and Cece, we was just kind of like just having like a cordial conversation. Just like a regular conversation. And then out of nowhere, she kind of threw in this. She said, yeah, that was when I was dating somebody, but y'all didn't know him because he was like in his 40s.
Oh, this is a good conversation.
Now let's talk about that.
Dating somebody who's way older than you.
So I'm like, when was this? When did this take place?
Oh, wow.
Why didn't I know anything about him? Why didn't I ever meet him? And being a married woman, being not only a married woman, being experienced, being, I'm thinking, okay, like, so if he was in his 40s, I never knew he existed. I was going to try to do like something, to try to see if maybe her other sisters knew that this over 40-year-old man existed. So I'm just really like literally thinking, so if she's 25 now, and that means that if he's 40, he would be 15 years older than her. So I'm like, how old was she when she was dating this man?
Okay. All right. So this was a surprise. I'll go ahead and say it, and because of discretion, I'm not going to include what he did. I'll let you know after the video what he did.
I would let you all know in a few minutes because I already know what he did. Carry on.
You can't do that. I'm telling you can't do that. So basically, yes, I'm 25 now. About 2 years ago, and you didn't know because we weren't like close yet. I started.
Did Joy know?
Joy knew, my mom knew. And this is actually what happened. Basically, I met the guy. I didn't think nothing of it. And trying to talk around him. I didn't think nothing of it. I just met him. One day, like, I ran into him and it was just something like this. I think he may like me, or because basically he asked this random question. He asked this question, and I was like, why would you ask that when you just ask the person, right next to you that question? But he asked me that question. And so basically, I kind of was like, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what do you think about dating somebody, older than me? She was like, it depends. I thought he was like maybe 35, maybe max 37. I started researching and doing stuff. This was before he even approached me. So basically, he ended up approaching me, and then come to find out, I found out he was, and I just say it now, he was 22 years older than me. Yeah. It was.
So he wasn't in his.
Yeah, he was in his
48, 49 years old?
No, I'm not. When I was 23, so I think he was like 44. So I was like 23, he was 44. So like 21 years. But the thing of it is, like, I was kind of like, he's a nice guy. I don't have to deal with the childish game. He's saved.
Come on,
So yeah, which I'm forced to talk about this because I didn't know what we was talking about. But
you're forced to talk about it. That's why I said
I'm now telling people, yes, I dated. We were not girlfriend, boyfriend. I dated somebody.
Define dating.
Because
your godmama said when you date, that means that you.
Yes, but
yes,
we were conversating in. That's what I made up a word, but we were just having conversations. Can't give too much because everybody's going to know. And
we still don't know who he is. I'm not saying tell me who he is, but you are going to tell me who it is when this camera goes off. But I'm not saying tell me who he is. I'm just like, I guess you all.
We started.
Thank you all for subscribing. We forgot to say that. But my question to you is, why is it such a big deal about this?
I just kept it private.
No, I'm saying, why is it such a big deal about this extremely handsome elder that I'm talking to you about, and you say to me, sis, he's old. He's like in his third or fourth.
I'm gonna tell the real story. The
truth will set you free.
Okay, so he pursued me. The guy pursued me, and you know, I didn't mind he really just want to have a conversation because most guys around my age at this time don't have a job. They just want one thing. And so he just wanted a conversation. Yes, it was other stuff.
He didn't want no conversation.
It was other stuff like, yeah, okay. Like he invited me places. I turned some places down. When we went out, it was very sparingly or whatever. And we started around, okay, well, here's the sad part. So we started talking around December-ish, and I turned him down like at the end of December for us to get serious. I was like, no, but I just like his friendship and just being around him and stuff like that. And everything, when I tell you everything was subtle, it was just really getting to know somebody. He was a Russian, I was a Russian. It's so much to that situation, and I'm trying to keep it as not say too much because I'm really about to get into it. So basically, he ghosted me, and my young people know that. He ghosted me.
What does that mean?
So he basically stopped talking to me. And so, not wanting to give stuff away, I was trying not to look desperate. It was a lot because he was one of the main people that helped me go back to school to get my master's, who encouraged me. And I will say the great thing that came out that relationship was I got my master's. And that's why I kind of been telling people.
But you didn't tell me. You didn't even realize that you had even said. She didn't even realize she had said it.
Anyway, so the last part about it is that he broke up with me.
So why am I upset?
Because I asked. Because this was all 2018.
You asked what?
This was like 2018.
You asked what? This was like 2018.
Okay,
so she's about
No, I'm sorry.
I'm like, if it was 2018, why didn't I know about it?
But this was like because he broke up with me on your anniversary date.
On your birthday?
Yeah. I went to take my GRE, and I went, and then this was like a whole week and a half of him just ghosting me. He not paying me no attention. We would pass by each other and be right by each other. He wouldn't say nothing to me.
I'm still trying to figure out who are you talking.
He broke up with me, and he didn't break up with me. He was just like, basically, I want nothing to do with you, through a text message. He blocked me because I kept trying to call and it would go to voicemail. And then I would just send text message through, and I started to feel like desperate. And I was like, you know what? Why should I deal with someone like this who is old, recently divorced? Recently divorced.
I'm trying to.
When I could deal with somebody who's 20-something years old. That's why I'm just really like, shoot, the older men are the same as young guys. The only thing is they've been in the game longer and they got a little bit money to deal with.
Oh, recently divorced.
He was.
Okay. But anyway, that was the question that I wanted to ask. And the reason why it bothered me so much is because, well, let's be transparent, Chrissy. One of my children's father, my ex-husband, is 19 years older than me. So I don't have a problem with her dating an older man. But what I have a problem with is now that there's somebody that is meets my approval. Saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, extremely nice, respectable young man. I can say young man now because I'm 50. Young man. And I keep getting from her about him, he's too old. So I'm kind of like, okay, Sissy, so at what point in your life, okay, so I'm like super duper proud of her. She's like, she's 25 and 11 months old. So you're 25 and 11 months old. You're a homeowner. And I'm not talking about renting a house. You're a homeowner. You have your master's degree. Your career is established.
Well, as a maid,
but okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so soon we'll have your master's. Let me rephrase this. She don't want me to say that. And you have accomplished all of this stuff. Okay, your career is in place. When are you going to be ready to date, to go out, to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to get to know somebody?
After that breakup, and we really weren't together, he just kind of... And here's the worst part about it. I think we broke up, or he ended things in April of 2018. And the reason why I remember this because it was my second year teaching. People go, it was my second year teaching. I worked that summer. I met the bomb.com good friends and best friends. I met a girl named Ashley, a girl named Simone. We worked together doing some projects. And then I met Jasmine. And so I remember throwing myself into like those friendships. And of course, my other two best friends that I have. And so I threw myself into that. I sat there and I was like, I remember talking to this guy that I work with, and we was on a trip, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and apply for the University of Montevallo. I remember my ex, or whatever you want to call him, he said, you should always have a contingency plan. Because since after that, I found out I wasn't in school yet. Something was going on with Montevallo, but I ended up starting January 2019. But I found out, like, right before I went back to school, this guy who's filled my head with how he wants to be with me, and I had this guilt thing of, okay, if I want to be with him, I got to be ready to have children. Because for one thing, he's older. He didn't have children of his own. You're going to want children. That's one thing about dating an older man. I was like, yes, I know I can sit at home and not work, but I know part of me wanted to at least have a master's before I sit at home. But the thing was about it, since he got married, like he's married.
Okay, so this was the thing. The reason why you got to have somebody to say, okay, Sissy, let's evaluate this. Why are you all only going out every now and then? Why is it? Okay, the reason why is because there has to be somebody else.
Well, it got to a point like that, but it got to a point every day where we were talking on the phone. I thought about that too. We were talking on the phone like every day. But yes, I did think about that. Like once he got married, like, okay, I met you December. Well, really, I met you in 2017. Didn't expect for you to be there. You marked everything in my box. We started talking really around December. A lot of other people that was around me even kind of like, I think he likes you, or they already kind of knew that. A lot of people were there to witness when we were going through what we were going through, and it was like tension, if you will. And then to go from that to basically 2007, August 2017 to it's January 2019 and you're married. So you already, and I basically put two and two together because we would talk like friends. So he told me about this woman that he was basically almost in love with or something like that. And turns out, and no, wait, I'm natural. He tried to give me this product, and I'm like, oh, my friend do this. How about I found out? Because, I snoop.
That was his girl,
his friend that he was trying to get me to buy their product. That's his wife now.
See, so that's what I'm saying.
Then, wait, here's the other part about it that I just don't like. And I get your point about dating. I saw him. He was somewhere speaking. He spoke to the people that I was with. He knew everybody. was two things. The people I knew, he was with everybody, and he didn't speak to me. And I'm just like, this is supposed to be a godly man.
You're supposed to be godly.
A godly man. And then how about somebody saw me and was like, hey, you know,
the husband told me, I might hear a deep voice in the background.
So such and such and such. Anyways, he basically sent through the grapevine, like he Aretha Franklin, to tell them I said, hey. And then I feel like that person was saying, hey, say hello because, or, you know, this person said hello because they were waiting on a reaction. I feel like when people told me he was married, they was waiting on a reaction. Because I think people
probably waiting on a reaction.
They kind of knew, and I was just like, you know what? Because everybody eyes on this young girl on his hip. And I didn't realize, I don't mind dating an older guy, but I just want to make sure I'm focused on myself. And I know the intentions of, especially dating an older man, he's going to want to have children. I have a cousin.
It's okay.
Yeah, but he's going to want to have children.
Okay.
Well, I'm 25, I'd be 26. Hey, I may have a child at 31 years old. And I'm okay with that.
Okay, and then I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
You have a child at 31. Who's going to keep this child while you go to work?
I'll find somebody.
Oh, not she'll
maybe somebody well, you will keep the baby if you still keep the baby.
Oh, you know why I'm not going to keep the baby? So you're talking about...
In 6 years, you'll be 56.
I'll be 56 years old. At 60, man, my husband's going to be...
What if I pay you double your fee?
No. Pay me double my fee. That's fine, Sissy. I mean, I'll keep the baby.
Well, we'll see.
I'm going to keep the little baby regardless whether she pay me or not. And I probably have the baby the majority of the time.
If I
and then she will probably...
Oh, sis, you would have been getting $350 probably every 2 weeks.
You see,
I dreamed about my wedding, my baby shower, because he was also Greek. You know.
So all of this, but I just need for her. My advice to you, Sissy, basically is, don't allow one bad experience to stop you, to hinder you from moving on into someone else that likes you, that wants to date you, that's looking for a wife, because we have young men around that's wanting a wife. Okay? That's like when I met my honey. He was not looking for a girlfriend. Our very first conversation was like, hey, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. So he let me know right then, if that's not what if you're not wanting to be married, then don't waste my time. So, but anyway.
That's the question you had to ask me.
That's the question that I had to ask. Because I wanted to know what...
Well, I will tell you, if another older gentleman wanted to ask me out, I don't mind being asked out. Or, you know, I'm at the point, and we do have a lot of guys that are around, and I don't know if they like me or not.
There's one guy that liked her.
I talked to him, though, because we...
No, you kind of...
I did.
Pushed... I mean...
I wasn't trying to be in a relationship, but...
You weren't trying to be in a relationship, but still. I mean, good and saved. Knew without a shadow of a doubt that he was saved. But I'm thinking that in that situation, that God probably knew that because of other things that had like really kind of like occurred in her life, like right behind each other, maybe he was not the one.
I thought about
because it was kind of like it was kind of like they were like right in a row. It was.
He passed away October-ish of 2018. So yeah, that would have been
like right in a row with
right before Joy.
Right before Joy, and then right before Joy, it was her sister.
With my dad.
It was her dad. Yeah. So it was like that would have been too much. That would have been like
because when I found out I was coaching at a cheer game, and then I saw you actually posted, and you didn't even know that me and him were like cordial. I knew he liked me, and I thought he was a nice young man, but because he was...
Oh, I didn't even know.
You didn't know, and so when I saw that post, I was like, oh, what's she doing posting him? And I saw God called him home, and I was like... And I took a moment, cried, and I was just like... But see,
because if I would have known, then I would have waited to make sure that she knew before I made the post, because that's actually kind of like how I found out about it. I found out about it off of somebody else's post,
And
and it would have been perfect because he called me Big Sis, so it would have been just like.
But it wasn't meant to be.
It was not meant to be. So I'm kind of cool with that. I'm fine with it. I'm kind of like over it. But I just wanted her to know that I'm always paying attention and I'm always listening to you talk, even when you think that I'm not listening. Because I was like...
I think now I'm starting to just tell people now, knowing that people don't know. Like I told, I'm not saying her name. I told Andrea. So I don't think I told... But...
I'm gonna faint!
But not like that, just in past. I told her about my ex, and I said he was older than me. But you know what really got me, the reason why I didn't tell people? My cousin, my youth pastor, they were all around the same age. So I'm just like...
Oh, shout out to Rain Graphics. Okay, go
This
ahead.
from 2018.
This from 2018.
It sure is from
Shout
2018.
out to Rain.
But, yeah, that was like the big thing that I was like, he older than my youth pastor. He older than my cousin. But I think also on the flip side, I don't mind dating somebody older. And did you come to CWC?
Depending on what day you're referring to.
I asked this question to CWC about 2 years ago. I didn't say...
Okay, I remember the question now.
But I asked this question. I was like,
but
how is it if you date an older man? And everybody was okay with it.
Everybody was okay with it. I was even okay with it because I just said, because my ex-husband is 19 years older than me.
And my mom at the time, she knew too.
Okay, but I am still with the same exact question. There's two gentlemen that I would love for one of them to find her. I don't care which one of them find her. Somebody need to find her. Said that it was
I don't want to be known as, oh, she dated this elder, and then she dated this elder, and it's like...
She just put on my birthday post that, when she posted happy birthday to me, that she's glad that I told her not to care what people think. So why are you worried about what people think, what people are going to say?
No man. Somebody that...
You're not... It's not like you run around Sue. You're more like the old maid. I mean, what is she talking about?
I got a question. I'm gonna leave it on this. What if Deacon would have dated another sister at the church before you?
Oh no.
See, there we go. And on that note,
you're just gonna wait.
Just wait.
You're just gonna wait
and be patient.
But what are you waiting for?
Who am I with right now? The youth dance ministry. Won't he do it? And on that
She's
note,
with the youth dance ministry.
We have enjoyed... This video is getting longer, so we have enjoyed this sister talk, this surprise sister talk, this sister topic.
I still lost. I lost the battle.
If there are any topics that you want us to talk about, leave them down in the description below, or contact us on any one of our social media sites. Hey, or just write us. And all our social media platforms will be where, sis?
At the bottom of the screen.
Yes, at the bottom of the screen. I really enjoyed this sister talk. Coronavirus, COVID-19 will not stop Chrissy and Sissy. And on that note...